the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. We're here on this Tuesday afternoon between the Eagles and the Red Sox. And here's the lineup for today. Starting for the Red Sox, it's going to be Cole Elledge, Logan Mays, Jack Story, Landon Gable, Caleb Kelly, Hudson Willis, Dakota Bryce, Braxton Stevens, and Noah West. My name's Hayden Burks, and I'm joined alongside with Michael Marks. As they're starting to warm up a little bit. Michael, what's your expectations for today's game so far between these two teams?
Well, I haven't seen the Red Sox play yet, Hayden, but from what I've seen from the Eagles, I mean, they look like a well-rounded team, and we know when it comes to, Summertown that they always produce good baseball talent. So, but, we've talked about how the Yankees might be one of the better teams out here, and I've seen the Red Sox put up a good fight against them a couple of times, so I think we're going to have a pretty good ball game here today.
So on the mound here for the the Eagles, it's going to be Aiden Perez. He's going to start this game off on the mound.
Hayden, we've seen Perez play a little bit of everything for Summertown. I believe he started the one Eagles game I did at shortstop and then finished the last 3 or 4 innings of that game behind the dish playing catcher. So seeing him on the mound, this kid's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife for him.
Yeah. And like we talked about last game, all these kids playing different positions that they're not used to. So it's good to see them do all that.
And that's what Babe Ruth's for, having fun, but also gaining some experience at positions that you maybe don't play the most.
And like we saw last night between the Phillies, it was Brooks Durham. I didn't see him play Kaufman behind the as a catcher, but he was catching last night, and he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, pretty good job.
So it looks like we're about to get things started here. As once again, we got Cole Elledge leading off for the Red Sox. And here's the first pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1.
Surprised that Elledge got out of the way of that one. I mean, that pretty much pitch was laid right into his lap.
And here's the 1-0 here. That's going to be outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs.
And the key if you're Perez here is to get this first batter out. We saw last night that most times when that leadoff batter got on, it led to a big inning for either the Phillies or the Braves.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So Perez looking to start things off right for the Eagles. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 3. As on deck, it's going to be the pitcher, Logan Mays.
I'd expect Elledge to be, I'm saying I haven't seen the Red Sox yet. I expect Elledge to be pretty fast. The corner is in for the Eagles.
That's going to be in there for strike 2. So that's going to make it a full count.
It was a good pitch right there from Perez, getting something that he knew he could get a strike call off of, but something that he knew Elledge couldn't hit.
And that's going to be ground ball to the right fielder. And it's going to get away from him. And Elledge is going to make it. He's going to take off for second. And so that's going to be a double for Elledge. So a great way to start off the game for the Red Sox.
Yeah, getting that leadoff man on is huge, and especially with him being in scoring position, as it looks like the right fielder was trying to ground that, trying to scoop that up real quick and try to make a throw to first to see if he could get Elledge out, but it, went right behind through his glove, and Elwood's now at second with Logan Mays coming up to bat.
So that's going to be Logan Mays at the plate for the Red Sox. It's going to be Jack Story on deck. That's going to be in there for strike one.
And as we saw last night with a bunch of the Braves and Phillies pitching staff, they like to attack that outside third, and we see Perez doing that right here for the Eagles.
That was also going to be in there for strike two. And one thing I've noticed watching this Red Sox team, Michael, they like to steal bases, so be watching, see if they take off here.
Elledge does have a pretty big lead right there.
And that's going to be high for ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 3. That's going to be Perez's first strikeout of the day.
And a big strikeout at that. After you let off a leadoff man in scoring position, getting that next out with a strikeout's big for the pitcher's confidence.
So that's going to be Jack Story up to the plate and Landon Gable on deck. So here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike one. It looks like Perez is starting to get into his groove, Michael.
Oh, yeah, throwing a lot of strikes and not getting a lot of swings. So, he just keep pounding the zone right there, and the Red Sox haven't really had much of an answer for it yet.
Here's the 0-1. It's going to be high for ball one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be way inside for ball two.
Yeah, you like to try to jam guys up inside, but Perez is having a tough time throwing those a little bit too inside. That's the second one he's had that's almost hit a batter.
And this Red Sox team, they are crowding the plate for sure. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and miss for strike 3, and that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts for Perez.
And a good pitch there from Perez. He had Story looking a little bit wonky. He had looked like maybe a little bit of a breaking ball that Story decided to swing on a little too late and gets the second strikeout.
So here's Landon Gable at the plate. It's going to be fouled down the first base line.
And a huge first inning here for Perez after, letting Elledge get on second with a leadoff single on a fielding error. He struck out back-to-back batters.
So here's the 0-1. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball one.
And not a bad pitch right there from Perez. It's an 0-2 count, and just throw something outside, see if you can get a swing and miss. Just don't throw anything that can get hit on an 0-2 count unless you're really in a groove.
Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it for the top of the first. This is the Red Sox and the Eagles. We'll be back right after this break.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Hit a home run with the team at United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
On the web, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell's 931-629-3033.
You're safe with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning here at the Denver Trapp Field. Some Babe Ruth baseball between the Red Sox and the Eagles. In the top of the first inning, Aiden Perez, after letting a leadoff double, strikes out the next three batters. Is the first leadoff batter here for the Eagles is number 17, Ryder Blackwood. As that first pitch will be in there for a strike. On the mound for the Red Sox is number 13, Logan Mays. Another lefty pitcher. As that pitch will be high for ball one. You know, we were talking about it last night, Hayden. We saw Jax Violet had a pretty good game last night for the Braves. Got them their first win through a complete game. As one of the, I believe we only counted 2 or 3 left-handed pitchers in this entire, league here. That 1-1 pitch will be in there on the outside corner for strike 2. And Mays with the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strikeout. First of the game for Mays. And that will sit down the leadoff batter for the Eagles. And that's going to bring up number 7, Blaze Franks. Franks, right-handed batter, facing the left-handed Mays. That first pitch will be low and in for strike 1.
You know, Logan Mays was on that Kaufman team as well, Michael. And he's one of those good pitchers as well. A few weeks ago, they were playing the Yankees, and he finished with 10 strikeouts.
Wow, and he's looking to go for that again as he gets Franks to swing and miss on the 0-1. I mean, if you can throw strikes and they aren't hitting it, I mean, you got what you need here. And the 0-2 to Franks, swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts here for Mays is... Hayden, it looks like we might have a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, we're going to have a pitcher's battle tonight for sure.
So that's going to bring up number 3, Matthew Luffman for the Eagles. Last night we saw a 14-4 game and an 8-7 game. Pitchers did a good job, just a lot of runs. As that first pitch from Mays will be in there for strike 1.
And a lot of stolen bases as well.
That we did, and we had 4 triples in the 2 games, all 4 by the Phillies, 3 of them for Brayson Rose. As that pitch will be chased outside of the zone, swung on and missed for strike 2. And here comes the 10th pitch of the inning for Mays. That one will be on the outside corner. Got him standing there. And a 1-2-3 inning, striking out the side is Logan Mays. So after 1, we're knotted up at 0 here at the Denver Trapp Field. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, You need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the top of the second inning here at Denver Trapp Field as we're here for the game between the Eagles and the Red Sox. As so far, Mike, we've had a pitching battle going on between Perez and Mays.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen both pitchers have, Perez has seen 4 batters, struck out 3, gave up 1 hit, and Mays, he only threw 10 pitches and 9 of them were strikes, and he has 3 strikeouts as well. So we got a little bit of a duel going on right here.
Yep. Let's see if Perez can keep it going as the first one's a swing and miss for strike 1.
That's Caleb Kelly up to bat for the Red Sox.
It's going to be Caleb Kelly and then Hudson Willis, the second baseman, on deck. So here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there from Perez. We've had a rather large strike zone from this home plate umpire. So, if you can try to get the edge on any of those, take what strikes you can get.
So here's the 1-1. And that's also going to be in there for another strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 2. So deuces across the board.
That was a good pitch right there from Perez. I thought he might have gotten a good spot on that, but that was just inside.
And especially how the strike zone's looking today.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play.
Good job by Kelly battling that one off. That was definitely going to be a strike if he couldn't get the bat to the ball there.
And here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on, and it's going to be dropped by the catcher. He's going to throw it to first, and he's going to get him out.
Yeah, 4 strikeout there for Perez, but a good heads-up play by Pettis behind the plate. That ball got between his legs, but he found it in time and threw it down to first base to get the first out here in the second inning.
I'm not sure if Kelly realized that the catcher dropped the ball there. So up to bat's going to be Hudson Willis for the Red Sox, and it's going to be Dakota Price on deck as that one's in there for strike 1. Perez really has a good control of the ball, I can tell so far in this game.
Yeah, as the swing and miss from Willis there for strike 2. That first batter, he looked a little bit shaky, but I guess, giving up a hit right there really locked him in, and since then he has been lights out.
I say after Elledge, he's been just throwing strikes and maybe just a few balls here and there. So here's the 0-2. That's going to be swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's going to be number 5 of the day.
Yeah, and 5 in a row at that. Perez is just going to work.
And now for the Red Sox, it's going to be Dakota Price and Braxton Stevenson on deck.
Yeah, I know Summertown likes to switch out the positions every 2 innings, but I'd be hesitant to leave Perez in there on the mound. He looks good.
So here's the pitch. It's going to be swung on for strike 1.
And, I know Summertown schedules their high school games about like Loretto, so they like to be playing games, all season long other than, district play. They have, Grayson Burleson and Jackson Bennett that throw. But, I wouldn't be hesitant to give Perez a ball in some games. Maybe a bullpen arm for him.
That's going to be thrown in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be thrown behind Price. It's the first wild pitch of the day for Perez so far.
Yeah, and you can see a smile on his face right there. He knew that one slipped right out of his hand.
So that's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. That's going to be thrown in the dirt. It gets away from Pettis, and that's going to make it ball 3.
And Hayden, just as we start talking good about him, a couple pitches in the dirt. Now he's got a hitter's count here to Price.
So here's the 3-1 here. That's going to be outside for ball 4. So first walk of the day for Perez. His Price is going to make his way up to first base. It's going to be Braxton Stevenson at the plate, Noah West on deck.
That was a huge at-bat there for the Red Sox. Price had seen 5 straight of his, 5 consecutive teammates go down via strikeout, and goes up there, sees a bunch of pitches, doesn't look too aggressive at the plate, and now he's standing on first base.
So a runner on first, as that one's going to be in there for strike 1. Perez looks to check on Bryce, and that was going to be inside for ball 1.
That was a good pitch right there from Perez. I mean, that was definitely just missed the heart of the plate.
So we got 1 ball, 1 strike. Price has a huge lead off on first. That's going to be in there for strike 2.
I was just about to say that, Hayden. I don't know how fast Price is, but he's definitely taking his a pretty large lead over there at first.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Phillies. If it's thrown in the dirt, they're usually going to take off, what I've noticed.
That's saying he's taking a big secondary at that, too. You can tell when that pitcher gets in his windup.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on, but it's going to get away from Pettis. So Stevenson's going to take off for first, and not in time. He's going to be out. So with that, that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning, and we'll be back right after this break.
This is the good life.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 2nd inning here. Babe Ruth baseball between the Red Sox and the Eagles. Hayden, we have seen 9 outs in this game, and all of them have been strikeouts. So we've seen a heck of a pitching duel as we got Logan Mays back on the mound for the Red Sox. And leading off for the Eagles will be number 42, Graham Howell. He's going to check on that one and did not go, so ball 1. Mays only 10 pitches that first inning, and one of them was a ball. That one will be high and outside for ball 2. And that one will be on the outside third for strike 1. Count 2-1 now to Howell. On deck for the Eagles, number 13, Max Dillard. As Mays comes with the 2-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. And Mays is going to work fast here, Hayden.
That's what I was about to say. He's been quick at work. As soon as he gets up to the mound, he's going to be sitting ready.
And the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strikeout number 4 for Mays, and he is going to work here.
Yeah, I think we got a good game on our hands today, Michael.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up the 5-hole batter, number 13, Max Dillard. First pitch from Mays. Just a bit high for ball one.
It looked pretty, though.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. The Red Sox lefty is going to work. And that one's going to get away from the catcher. Wild pitch, but nobody on, so that'll just be for ball two. The defenses for both teams have had it pretty easy so far. There was the one hit for the Red Sox, as that pitch will be outside for ball three.
Yeah.
But other than that, the pitcher and catcher have been doing all the work.
Yeah, ever since Cole Ellich hit it into the right field over there and was able to get a double, ever since then, nobody's been able to get on base.
So the 3-0 here to Dillard. That'll be in there for strike one. And if I'm Dillard here, I'm at 3-1. I'm probably getting a fastball. I'm going to go ahead and he's going to take that for ball four. Wow. I mean, I would have at 3-1. I'd say go ahead and swing away. I mean, you've had a hard time getting guys on base. I mean, that's your first base runner there for the Eagles. But I mean, they got one on, so that's going to bring up number 9, Brady Holden. So Dillard, pretty good lead there at first. As first pitch, Holden looking like he was trying to drop a bunt there, as that one will foul back in the net for strike one.
The plan there for the Eagles was to...
And Hayden, we talked about this last night. We have a collection of hats, different hats here in the infield for the Red Sox.
Looks like we got, I see a Lawrence County hat on Mays. I'm seeing a Kaufman hat on Elledge.
As Holden will try to drop down another bunt that will roll just foul for strike two. So
it's like a Detroit Tiger hat in third.
Yeah, I mean we got a collection of
I don't think anybody has a matching hat on today.
I'm pretty sure out of the 5 or 6 players in the infield yesterday I believe it was the Phillies, we had like 4 different hats. So
multiple Kaufman hats.
Yeah. We had, Summertown hat. We had just everything. He'll drop an 0-2 bunt down that'll roll back to the pitcher. Mays will fire over to first for I believe that's the second out of the inning. But that will advance the runner Dillard to second on a little bit of a iffy play, but Holden drops down the bunt and did his job right there as he advances the first Eagle into scoring position. That's going to bring up the opposing pitcher, number 20, Aiden Perez. 6 strikeouts on the mound, 1 hit, 1 walk, and let's see if he can try to bring in a run to help his cause, as that first pitch from Mays will be just high for ball one. So, Hayden, we've seen a big strike zone, but it looks to be wider than it is tall. You know, we've not had many of those belt-high strikes called, but definitely some that are close to the other batter's box.
Yeah, and it is getting called both ways, though, so it is very consistent.
As Perez will hit a hard grounder to the third baseman, and he will tag Dillard out for the third out of the inning. So, a little bit of a fielder's choice right there by Perez. Ends the inning for the Eagles. So after 2, we are knotted up here 0-0. This is Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff, over 25, that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Inc. for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to X Sports Network. We're here at Denver Trapp Field as we're here for the top of the third inning between the Red Sox and the Eagles. Still no runs scored. As at the plate for the Red Sox is going to be Noah West. And on deck it's going to be at the top of the lineup for Cole Elledge.
And new guy on the mound for the Eagles, that's
Graham Howell.
Yep. So Perez, goes up there and throws 6 strikeouts, but that's all they needed him to do. Summertown, or the Eagles, really run most of their games, kind of like bullpen games. Everybody gets to throw, and we'll see if Howell can keep up that momentum that Perez started.
That one's going to be low for ball 2. That's Howell trying to pick up where Perez started. So here's the third pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1.
It's a good pitch. Your first 2 are a little bit outside. Just lay one over the plate and see if you can get a take on a 2-0 pitch right there.
Here's the next one, and that's also going to be in there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 3, and that's going to make it a full count.
And hey, we had our first, to end the second inning, we had our first out that wasn't a strikeout. We had a fielder's choice, but still, we've seen 11 strikeouts and only out of those 12 outs.
And so that's going to get away. And that's going to send West to first. So the first walk here for Howell. And now we're back at the top of the lineup for the Red Sox. It's going to be Cole Elledge, and it's going to be Logan Mays, the pitcher on deck.
And Elledge, the lone hit in this game from either side.
Had a double going to the right field, yep. So here's the first pitch to Elledge. That's going to be swung on and fouled out play for strike 1.
And I've seen my fair share of Eagles games with not a lot of hits. There was the Loretto and Summertown game in Loretto on night 2 that Tuesday. Carter Daniel and Grayson Burleson. I mean, that was probably the best pitching matchup I've seen in high school in several years between those two teams. I mean, Grayson didn't have the start he'd want to, but I'm pretty sure the final score was 2-0 as Carter only gave up 1 hit in that game.
It's going to be a ground ball, and Elledge is going to get out, but with that it's going to be Noah West making his way to second.
Good play out there by Elledge. I mean, I was trying to get on base right there, and it was a pretty well-hit ball, but, it advanced the runner to second with only 1 out, so did his job right there on the fielder's choice.
1 out and a potential runner on second, so love to see it. So it's going to be the pitcher for the Red Sox, Logan Mays, at the plate, and Jack Story on deck. So here's the first pitch. That's going to be outside and away for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be high for ball 2.
Yeah, Howell on the mound for the Eagles doesn't seem to be having the, same swagger about him that Perez had. He was going up there and throwing, and everything he threw seemed to be a strike for a while.
That's going to be strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Yeah, if you're the Red Sox, I'm sitting fastball right here. It's a 2-1 count.
Here's the next pitch. That's going to be high for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's Howell with the pitch. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 2. And that's going to make it a full count.
And Mays was the first of 5 consecutive Eagle strikeouts. And
there's the pitch, and that's going to be flied into the infield, and it's going to be caught for out number 2.
Good play by the shortstop right there by the Eagles. I mean, you hit a pop fly, it just gets outside of the infield dirt. And, I mean, you're looking up. I mean, you said, hey, it's a beautiful day. I mean, there's hardly a cloud in the sky, but that sun's right above you. So, looking up in that zone, locating the ball, did a good play right there.
Yep, and that's going to be Aiden Perez with the catch there. So at the plate for the Red Sox now, it's going to be the catcher Jack Story. That's going to be high for ball one. It's going to be Landon Gable on deck, the first baseman. As West. West on second. He hadn't really had much of a lead off so far.
We talked about the aggressive running that the Red Sox like, but when you get 2 outs right here, you don't want to get picked off or something like that to be the last out of the inning.
So 2 balls, no strikes here. That's going to be in there for strike 1.
Good comeback pitch right there from Howell. Oh yeah, we got Grant and Gavin Burleson in attendance for this game.
Here's the pitch. That's a swing and miss for strike 2, so deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And talk about 2 sport athletes. I mean, those guys were dealing on the mound and on the court too, basketball. I mean, they were both great players.
That's going to be swing and miss for strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the third. This is the Sports Network. We'll be back right after this break.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out. Bottom of the third inning here on the Denver Trapp field. Pitching duel here between the Red Sox and the Eagles. Logan Mays still on the mound here, going strong through 2 innings. He's thrown 25 pitches and has 4 strikeouts, only 1 walk, as that first pitch will be swung on and missed by the Eagles' number 14, J.K. Stanley. Stanley up for his first at-bat. Saw him on the mound a little bit for the Eagles last week in their game against the Phillies.
Yeah, and that's one thing about the Eagles so far. They like to give everybody a chance on the mound and see what they can do.
And so far, it's worked out pretty well. I mean, we've gone through 3 innings, and nobody's made it past second base for either team.
Perez has got 6 strikeouts, and Howell, he's got 1 strikeout, but he just started last inning.
The 1-1 will be swung on and fouled back by Stanley. The catcher, Jake Pettis, on deck for the Eagles. So 1-2 here to Stanley. Mays swung on. That's going to be a high fly ball, hit into the shallow right center field, and it will drop, get over the head of the second baseman right there. And that's going to be, I believe, the first hit given up by Mays here in the leadoff batter in the third inning. So runner on first for the Eagles is Stanley. That's going to bring up Jake Pettis. For his first at-bat. Stanley not too big of a lead there at first. As Pettis shows bunt, they're going to call that for strike one. It'll get away from the catcher, and
Stanley's going to easily make his way to second.
Yeah, a little dance there at the end of it. But thought that fouled off of Pettis' bat, but I guess it missed him and it got past the Red Sox catcher, and now we got a runner in scoring position for the Eagles, nobody out. This is the third time either team has had a runner in scoring position with nobody out. We'll see if which team can finally cash in. And Pettis is going to sky one similar place to shallow right field. The second baseman, and it'll get over his head as well. Stanley advancing the third. Pettis takes a big round at first, but we will have runners on the corner, nobody out for the next batter for the Eagles. That's number 6, Colt Skelton.
That's the second time that ball's gotten away from Wilson. Like we said earlier, it's like the sun's, there's no clouds in the skies and the sun's in your eyes.
Yeah, there's nothing harder to see than that sun and here in the summer. I mean, and you feel it for the Red Sox second baseman. As Pettis has a huge lead. He's going to take off right there, and he will get there without a throw as that first pitch to Skelton is in there for strike one. So
runners on second and third. And
still nobody
no outs.
Eagles looking to do damage here. As that pitch will be outside for ball one. Count 1-2 now. 1-1, pardon. And, we saw Mays in that first inning through 10 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, and seemed to have lost a little bit of that mojo as he's gotten later into this Eagle lineup, as that one swung on and missed for strike 2. And the 1-2 swung on and missed, strikeout number, I believe that's 5.
Number 5, yep.
5 there for Mays, and looking to get back to work with 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. That's going to bring up number 25, Elijah Huckabee. He, I believe he was the leadoff batter for the Eagles in their game Tuesday night. As he'll be swinging at the first pitch, foul that one back. Started on the mound for the Eagles in that game. Had a really good game on the mound and at the plate.
It's Huckabee.
Huckabee.
Yeah. I put Huckabee in there for some reason.
I'd say, as that one looks like it's going to skim off of him. I'm not sure if they'll say it didn't hit him, but Stanley will score from third, and Pettis will advance to second. We have our first run of the ball game as the Eagles get on the board first as they lead this one 1-0 now.
That was a nice slide by Stanley there.
Yeah, I mean, got in time, and thought that pitch may have hit Huckabee right there, but it looked like it kind of skimmed off his shins right there, but he got out of the way and allowed the runner from third to score and the runner from second to advance. So we got a 1-1 count here as home plate umpire cleans off the plate. Man, you can tell, Hayden, it's dusty down there. You can hardly see the plate.
Yeah, it sure is.
Here comes the pitch from Mays. That one will be swung on, hit to shallow left center field. That will be caught. The runner Pettis is tagging up, and they will not have they'll try to throw, but Mays will cut that off as the Eagles take a 2-0 lead as that sacrifice fly by Huckabee scores Pettis from third, as we now have a 2-0 Eagles lead. So 2 outs here now in the bottom of the third inning. That's going to go back to the top of the order for the Eagles, as that's going to be number 17, Ryder Blackwood. And, you take away a pair of those little shallow outfield bloops by the Eagles, and there's no runs on the board right now. And, you can't hate Mays. He's doing his job. It's just a couple of defensive blunders behind him as that ball will be fouled off for strike one. A couple of defensive blunders has been the difference in this game. And Hayden, we have plenty of baseball talent in the county, both middle school and high school levels. When it comes to 2 good pitchers on the mound, it's which team makes the big mistake that kind of is the difference in the games. That one's going to be a ground ball hit by Blackwood, fired over to first, will be away, get away. It wouldn't have been in time anyway, as the Lawrence foul territory is going to allow Blackwood to get to second, and he's going.
No, he
decided not to go for third as the center fielder there for the Red Sox cuts that one off. So we're going to have a single right there for Blackwood, and a throwing error will allow him to advance to second. So looks like the Eagles might be trying to spark a little bit of a two-out rally with the top of the lineup back up, and that's
like you were saying, Mays has done his job. It's just like the defensive errors going on for the Red Sox is kind of killing them right now as they're down 2-0.
So yeah, Blaze Franks 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first at bat. As did most of the top half of this Summertown batting lineup. They're looking to get back at Mays right here, as that first pitch will be outside for ball 1.
Blackwood, he's got a big lead off on second also.
The 1-0. That one will also be high for ball 2. Franks, was aggressive in his first AB as he struck out swinging, and taking a little more patient plate approach right here. And that one will be in there for strike 1. Count now 2-1. And, I've been watching enough baseball over the past 2 weeks with the NCAA tournament. If it's a 2-0 count, I almost guarantee a fastball right down the middle of the plate the next pitch, or at least an elevated fastball. That 2-1 pitch will be on the outer third, called for strike 2. So Mays, after being still in a little bit of a jam right here with the runner in scoring position, potentially one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Checks the runner at first, as that one will get him looking. Strikeout number 6 for Mays, as he will get out of that inning straining a runner at second. But the Eagles get 2 here in the bottom of the third as they lead this game against the Red Sox 2-0. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Rent-Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent-Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent-Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
And welcome back to Denver Trapp Field. We're here for the top of the 4th inning between the Red Sox and the Eagles. As the Eagles' last inning were able to get 2 runs in, so they lead this one 2-0. This is going to be Landon Gable at the plate for the Red Sox. It's going to be Caleb Kelly on deck.
Yeah, Gable struck out swinging his first AB, as it seems that pretty much most of the top half of both lineups did. As this is the second go around in the order for the Red Sox.
Yeah, so this is going to be the second inning Hal's pitch, and so far he's got 1 strikeout. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 2.
And, you can't complain Howell. I mean, he put up a 0 in his first inning of work. It didn't look as exciting. Perez went through that in 2 innings, I believe, had 6 strikeouts. And, Howell catching up right there as he gets his second.
So, Michael, looks like Howell's starting to get into the groove a little bit here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once you lead off the inning with a swinging strikeout, you got that team's number pretty much.
Once you throw a strike and you see it strike, it kind of gives you a little confidence booster.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, At the plate for the Red Sox now, it's going to be Caleb Kelly at the plate and Hudson Willis on deck. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1.
We had a couple of Loretta baseball players playing in the Tennessee Baseball Coaches Association showcase game. You had that pitch was in there for a strike. You had Miles Moore, Carter Daniel, and Quint Seymour. And Loretta head coach Zach Curtis served as an assistant coach for the team. So a couple of guys getting some action in Nashville today.
Pitch, and that's going to be in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. So far, Michael, for the Red Sox, ever since Cole Ilge had that double, they really haven't had much going for them.
Yeah, not much work, because that'll be swung on a miss and another strikeout for
back-to-back strikeouts.
That'll be the 3rd for Howell. And just as we say he might not have been as much of a groove, he gets going right here with back-to-back Ks.
So now we got Hudson Willis at the plate. It's going to be Dakota Price on deck. As Howell looking to get his 3rd strikeout of the inning.
Willis 0 for 1 struck out his first AB.
That was going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 here. That's also going to be low. That's going to make it 2-0 here. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. And that's going to be just a little high, so that's going to make it 3-0.
And this is one of those ABs where you have a hard time trying to find the strike zone. Looks like that bug's bitten Howell right here. There's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Willis.
So Willis is going to take off for first. It's going to be Dakota Price at the plate here now. And Noah West on deck, Braxton Stevenson on deck.
So Price walked his first AB and was left on base.
Here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Once again with the Red Sox, Willis has a big lead off here. That's going to hit Price in the shoulder, and he's going to take off for first.
I like it, sprinting down to first.
Sprinting first. So with that, we're going to have a runner on first, runner on second.
I remember a video going viral a couple years ago. It was 2020, the early spring season in college baseball before the season was canceled due to COVID. There was a Tennessee player, looked like, I think, if I remember, he got hit in the head and went down and got up and sprint first. I mean, I love that attitude in players.
So it's going to be Braxton Stevenson at the plate here, and that's going to be for strike 1. As once again, the Red Sox have a runner on first and second, tying run on first. Here's the next pitch, and that's going to be in there for strike 2.
And Stevenson struck out swinging his first AB, and you're just looking for some patience at the plate right here. You know, you got your center fielder playing in the infield dirt. You know, I guess he was giving some signs right there. And
that's going to be outside.
If you're the Red Sox, you want to capitalize right here. You've left 3 runners on base up to this point, which is pretty much the difference in this game.
Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be in there for strike 3. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th. Hal ends this one with his 3rd strikeout of the inning, and we'll be back right after this break.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade, and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the Denver Trapp Field, bottom of the fourth inning in this Babe Ruth game between the Red Sox and the Eagles. Eagles tacked on 2 in the bottom of the third. Go up there, throw up a 0 on the top of the fourth as they're looking to go back to work here with Matthew Luffman leading off this inning. Luffman struck out looking his first AB. That was to end the first inning. As, you know, Howell on the mound for the Eagles in the fourth inning. Got into a little bit of trouble, but got out of the jam with 3 strikeouts as that ball is going to be laced in the right center field. That's going to get down in the gap, and we are going to have extra bases here. Luffman chugging along. He is going to easily go for third. And slowing up a little bit, but they're going to wave him home, and we're going to see a potential inside the park or
home run.
And break out the orange slices in the juice box. We got a Little League home run, Hayden.
In the park, you don't see many of them anymore.
Yeah, I know. And we were talking about how much I feel like this field's just so much bigger than Tom Cruise Field, and you hit that one into the gap as hard as Luffman did. I mean, you just start running and don't hold up. I was, seeing if he was potentially going to be held up at third, but his coach waved him home, and the Eagles now lead this one 3-0. That's going to bring up the pitcher Howell to bat. So he's going to foul that one back into the net. And, talking about how good a pitching matchup we have, it's a 3-0 game, but that might be the hardest hit ball we see today. I mean, Luffman struck out looking his first AB and wasn't going to let that happen again. As that one's going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. And that one's just going to miss the outside corner for ball 1. 1-2 now here to Howell.
Yeah, so it just seems like Mays has kind of just been struggling the last 2 innings trying to find that strike zone again.
Yeah, first inning had only 1 ball, and now here we are, and as they're going to get him on the inside corner. Got backwards K there on Howell. As that's going to be, I believe, the 7th strikeout here for Mays. So that's going to bring up Max Dillard. Dillard walked his first AB and was out on a fielder's choice as he was trying to run to third on an Aiden Perez ground ball. Dillard swung on a miss, strike 1 right there. So 1-1 count. Dillard was the first, being the 5th batter in the Eagles lineup, was the first base runner for the Eagles as he walked. 1-1, that one will be outside for ball 2. Yeah, it's the second game I've seen Dillard play, and he really strikes me as a guy with pretty good plate discipline and a nice, solid, assertive approach. He's not going to go up there and swing at everything, as he will take that one outside for ball 3, but he knows when to swing.
Yeah. Like you say, he's very disciplined. He just seems comfortable in the batter's box as well.
And that's one thing I've noticed with most of these Eagles batters. You got some that go up there hacking, and that's not a problem, but, Summertown really tries to give their guys a smart approach at the plate. That one will be swung on and miss, and that's going to be, I believe, the first full count we've seen today. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one will be popped up, and that's going to get back out of play. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody on for the Eagles. Max Dillard up to bat. Still a full count. Brady Holden on deck. As Dillard's going to rip that one, and it's going to go just foul out in left field.
Yeah, I think we're out of balls.
I mean, we've seen a fair share hit out of play just this inning, and I guess some of them are in the process of being returned to the dugout. So Dillard's still fighting here. As that one's going to be high for ball 4, and Dillard's going to work his second walk of the game. That's going to bring up Brady Holden for his second at-bat. Had a sacrifice bunt that went back to the pitcher that advanced Dillard to second his last AB. And it was a 0-2 bunt, which you don't see often, but
he made it work, though.
It worked, and Dillard's taken off. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's going to get over into center field, but the center fielder for the Red Sox will corral it as it gets away from him a little bit, but Dillard will hold up at second. That'll be, I believe, that may be the first stolen base we've had today, Hayden.
Yeah, I believe
we haven't seen many.
First successful one. Dillard, he wanted to take off for third, though.
So runner in scoring position, 1 out. The Eagles looking to add to their 3-0 lead as that pitch will be high for ball 1. So that pitch on the throwdown was a strike. Aiden Perez on deck for the Eagles. Dillard a pretty good lead there at second, as that one's going to be way outside for ball 2.
Good job by Jack Story keeping that in front of him, because if that would have hit the backstop, Dillard was probably going to be making his way to third.
Yeah, I would say, and Dillard, seeing that if that ball got away from Story there, and did a good job holding up. 2-1 here. That one will be in there for strike 2. Now we got 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Big moment here for Mays. So he lost a little bit of that mojo he had in the first inning, but still going to work here. That one will be outside for ball 3. The ball will get away from the catcher, and Dillard will advance to third. So the 4th run here for the Eagles, 90 feet from home with only 1 out. I'm about saying, it's like we kind of just foreshadowed that happening right there. Hayden, we had just talked about, Story doing a good job staying in front of the ball. As that one will be fouled back into the net. Full count. Back-to-back full counts here as, Dillard, it felt like he had a pretty close to a 10-pitch at-bat. Now he's standing on third, 90 feet from home, and Brady Holden has been going to work. Comes 3-2 from Mays. That one will be swung on and miss. Big strikeout right there for the Red Sox. And that's going to bring up Aiden Perez. Had that fielder's choice that got Dillard out his last time. So Perez will take that first pitch up at his chest for ball 1. Here comes Mays. That one will be inside for strike 1, pardon. Just got the outside of the corner of the plate.
Yeah, it looks like that's Mays' pitch so far today. Like, he's always found that little strike.
That one's going to be behind the batter, Perez, but a good job Story keeping that one from getting to the backstop, because that for sure would have been the 4th run of the game there.
Took my breath right there. I was thinking I was going to get away from him, but yeah, he's found that pitch on the outside corner there to make it a strike.
Yeah, that low away fastball has been his bread and butter as Perez smokes one. Is that going to be a?
They're going to call it a foul.
Just foul. I mean, that was 30.
That was going to the wall.
Yeah, that was 10, 15 feet shy of the wall right there. And we got almost 330, 335 out there in left field. You hit. That was 10, 15 feet away from possibly even being out. It was on a rope, but would have definitely short hopped the wall.
Yeah, if we were at Tom Cruise Field, that'd probably be over the fence.
Yeah, that was. We talked about how hard Luffman hit that ball. Perez might have evened him up right there. 3-2 count, and that one will be away for ball. Actually, pardon, ball 3 now.
Another full count.
Yeah, May's pitch count getting up there as he's at pitch, I believe that's 71, 71. As that one's going to be grounded foul into the first base dugout.
Perez putting up a fight here so far.
And we've seen the last 3 Eagles batters go up there, see a ton of pitches, and stay up there battling. And yeah, Hayden, you had just said it looks like we're about it. I don't believe the umpire has any extra baseballs with him, so we're just playing with this same one. comes the pitch from Mays. That one will be
ball 4.
Outside for ball 4. So Perez will walk down to first, as that's going to bring up J.K. Stanley. 1-for-1 with the single, scored that first run of the game. So runners at the corners here for the Eagles. I would imagine Perez will be taken off for second right here, as they'll pick over to first, actually, as Perez will get back safely. I haven't seen many pickoff attempts this game, and, you know, with Mays being a lefty, you'd think he'd like to pick off almost any time he's got a runner on first, or at least attempt it.
Yeah, I believe that's the first pickoff for the Eagles, and earlier I believe it was Price that was almost picked off.
Here comes Mays.
He's going to take
That'll
off.
be in the dirt. Perez will take off for second without a throw. And you got to try. I mean, you got runners at the corners. You got to try that. Just a chance at a double steal. I mean, didn't look like Story was going to throw down right there, but that'll be Perez in for another stolen base for the Eagles. Now they have 2 runners in scoring position, as Stanley's going to foul that one back out of play. And 1 ball and 1 strike here.
There we go. We got some baseballs coming in.
So we got some extra baseballs coming out here.
Sorry. Avery Tidd will come and save the day.
So despite having a little bit of shortage of baseballs on the field today, this game's been going rather quick. We've seen a bunch of strikeouts.
I say so far combined between Perez, Howell, and Mays, we've got, I believe, 19 strikeouts. So pretty good game so far.
19 strikeouts and only, I believe, was 6 or 7 balls or walks. So is that one just getting a piece of it as Stanley, as that one's going to be fouled back into the net for strike 2. Got Jake Pettis on deck.
Stanley was the stolen run for the Eagles.
And that one's going to be swung on, fouled back into the net again. Stanley doing a good job battling here down in the count 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Mays. That one's going to be swung on and fouled away. Stanley with 2 outs here and runners in scoring position is a little bit of in automatic swing mode, but you know it's aggressive. But if it works, it pays off. And that one swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning. Strikeout number 9 there from Mays, as that will strand 2 runners. But Summertown does get one across here in the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400. Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco products. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
What really matters during the ball game, I realize that in high school sports we don't have the last names on the back of jerseys usually, but the question is often asked, are you playing for the name on the front or the name on the back? The same should be considered spiritually. Paul said in Philippians 1 and verse 21, "For me to live is Christ and to die is gain." So who are we truly living for? What name are we trying to promote? Is it the name of Christ, the name of Christian? And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
And welcome back to the Exports Network. We're here at Denver Trapp Field between the Red Sox and the Eagles. As the Eagles still lead this one 3-0. Is at the plate for the Red Sox going to be Noah West. And also we have a new pitcher for the Eagles. It's going to be Colt Skelton. As Hal ended up with 4 strikeouts through 2 innings, I believe. So not a bad day for him.
You can't complain. I mean, the Eagles have gone through 2 pitchers in 4 innings, and they've gotten they've just hit double-digit strikeouts with that last one from Howell. I mean, they're going to work, and Skelton's looking to continue that action.
So here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I believe Skelton came in and finished that game that that the Eagles had. I believe it was against the Phillies last Tuesday, and he came in and was dealing. So looking to continue this dominant Eagles pitching.
Deuces across the board here. That one's going to be low for ball 3 and another full count. So we've seen quite a few full counts these past 2 innings. So here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 3. So first strikeout of the day for Skelton.
And for this age group, Hayden, I'm surprised we've had so many looking strikes. I mean, usually you got guys going down swinging. We've had several strikeouts looking.
3 or 4 so far today. So we're going to have the top of the lineup here for the Red Sox. It's going to be Cole Elledge.
1 for 2 is a single and a ground out. But both of his hits have gone the opposite way, so you like to see kids attacking the opposite field at a young age.
That first pitch is going to be a ball, and that one also is going to be outside for ball 2.
And what we've seen with most of the pitchers today, Skelton getting the ball back and pretty much already in the windup.
So that's going to be low for ball 3.
And the main reason Hayden pitchers like to work fast is to keep these hitters on their toes, not give them time to get ready and just attack them. We'll get a 4-pitch walk right there.
So Elledge is going to make his way to first, and it's going to be the pitcher Mays up.
Yeah, you can't complain. I mean, Elledge gone to the plate 3 times and has ended up on base twice. I mean, that's what you want from your leadoff batter, just to get on base and allow guys behind them to bat them in.
Led off the game with a double. So it's going to be Mays at the plate, and it's going to be Jack Story on deck. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a swing and miss for strike 1.
Yeah, Mays 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out.
So here's the 0-1 here. Wow. Goodness.
That's going to be the loudest strike we have today.
Yeah. Looked like it went in between the nets there, and luckily it didn't hit anybody.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to think that the net behind there would keep you safe, but it snuck through and got the bleachers.
Yeah. So here's the 0-2.
So that one's going to get away.
That's going to get away, and Elledge is going to take off for second. He's going to get there uncontested.
And after starting this game on the mound, just coming off the mound, we got Howell going behind the dish.
So quickly, the Red Sox have a runner on second with only 1 out so far. As here's the strike 3, and that's going to strike him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Skelton, 2 strikeouts of the inning.
So yeah, that's going to be the 12th Eagles strikeout now.
So it's going to be the catcher Jack Story up to the plate and Landon Gable on deck. Elledge has another big lead off on second. That's going to be low for ball 1.
And you kind of feel for the Red Sox right here. I mean, I believe if Elledge is left on base here, that's going to be their 6th base runner left on, 3rd in scoring position. They've had guys there, but it seems as soon as they get a guy on base, they all go down swinging.
That's Jack Story. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Story's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
And despite there being a ton of strikeouts in this game, I don't think one team's been particularly aggressive. It's just the pitching has been so dominant that it takes away from any skill these batters have.
That's going to be outside and in the dirt for ball 3.
Good block right there from Howell.
So, Michael, what are you assuming Skelton's going to throw to him right here?
Well, 2-1 count, or actually 3-1 count. He's probably just going to try to throw a strike, just a fastball over to the plate, and that's exactly what we got.
What he did. It's going to make it a full count.
So watching a bunch of these regional games, I like to sit here and try to guess pitches and stuff like that. And I believe it was the Tennessee-Clemson game. I sat there and called about an inning of pitches right in a row. That one's going to be high for ball 4, and got a second base runner here for the Red Sox.
Speaking of Tennessee, right after this game, later tonight's going to be the Yankees and the Vols, so you don't want to miss that one. Also, the Vols had a big win last night.
Oh, yeah.
Going to make it to Omaha.
Yeah, I mean, had the late night in Hattiesburg, and the Zane Denton 3-run homer was really the difference in that game.
So we're going to have Landon Gable at the plate. We got runner on first and second here.
And you kind of feel for Tennessee. They do all that to win and come back from losing game 1 in Hattiesburg, play pretty much 3 games in 2 days just to get rewarded with playing Paul Skeens on a Saturday night in Omaha. Which is, I'd say, probably going to be the first pick in the draft. If not, I mean, LSU has the top 2 picks in the draft. You got Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens, best fielder and best pitcher in the draft on the same team, which is crazy.
That one's going to be low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, excuse me. There's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 3.
And, you saw a lot of talk before the college baseball season about Tennessee's Chase Dolander being the potential first pick, and, Florida's Wyatt Langford. There's been some comparisons to him, though, like a young Mike Trout with his power and speed in the outfield. And, those guys would be a potential top pick in a draft that wasn't this loaded.
That's going to be in there for strike 2. Yeah, the SEC has quite a few draft prospects coming up.
Yeah, I mean, you got Bradfield, the center fielder from Vanderbilt. I mean, he can cover the entire outfield by himself pretty much.
That's going to be a swing and miss for strike 3. And with that, that's going to be 3 strikeouts for Skelton. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back right after this break.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning here in this game between the Eagles and the Red Sox. Eagles tacked on another run in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they threw up another 0 on the top of the 5th inning, as there's been 15 outs in their 5 innings that they have pitched, 13 strikeouts, as they just continue to look dominant on the mound. Leading off this inning for the Eagles will be number 52, Jake Pettis. Pettis 1 for 1 with a single and scored a run, as he'll take that pitch for ball 2. And hey, we were just talking about it over the break. 22 strikeouts between these two pitching staffs, and 4.5 innings, 5.5 innings.
And 9 of them has come from Mays for the Red Sox. He's been the only pitcher so far for the Red Sox. So you got to wonder if he's just going to finish out the game for them.
Yeah, we're looking here at about what we got, 82 pitches. So I mean, he's definitely gone a long way. As that one's going to be laced by Pettis towards the shortstop, and it's going to get through his legs. So an E6 will allow Pettis to get on base for his 2nd time in as many at-bats.
Elgin was trying to – he stayed in front of it. He just tried to scoop it up real quick and see if he can get to first base in time, and he just couldn't, couldn't handle it.
Pettis hit it hard, so, I mean, it was definitely coming at him fast. So that's going to bring up the new Summertown pitcher, Colt Skelton. Struck out swinging his first AB, but as they'll pick back over towards Pettis. But, I mean, Skelton went up there. I believe he gave up walked a pair of
But other than that, he had three strikeouts.
Yeah, got out of the inning with 26 pitches and 3 strikeouts. So he did his job, as that pitch to Skelton will be on the outside third for strike 1. And we've seen Summertown, in high school over the past decade or so just have dominant pitching on the mound, and it's looking to continue with some of these young high school, middle school age guys, as that one will be in there for strike 2. And that ball will be outside for ball 1. Count 1 and 2 now. Got the runner Pettis on first. Nobody out here. Got Elijah Huckabee on deck for the Eagles, as that one will be swung on and missed. 2nd strikeout today for Skelton. That'll bring Mays up to 10 Ks on the day.
Looks like they're going to have a little discussion, Jack Story and Logan Mays.
As Huckabee's going to go have a conversation with his third base coach real quick. Huckabee's last time up had a sacrifice fly that scored the runner Pettis from third. Pettis taking off as Huckabee will swing and miss. That throw down to second will be not in time, as Pettis swipes second. And that's another stolen bag for the Summertown offense.
So that's going to be the 2nd stolen base today for Summertown.
Yeah, it seems they get a guy on first. 9 times out of 10, he's going for second. And then, they've been fast enough. They've beaten most of the throws from Story behind the plate for the Red Sox. As that pitch will be swung on and missed for strike 2. As Huckabee's quickly down 0-2 with a runner in scoring position now for the Eagles. Comes pitch 90 from Mays, as that one will, I guess they're going to say that hit Huckabee. It looked like he put his bat out there and it went off the bat, but
I'm not sure.
As Huckabee was telling the Red Sox dugout that went off his bat, so that's going to be a first hit by pitch of the game, as that's going to bring up the top of the order for the Eagles, and number 17, Ryder Blackwood. Struck out swinging his first at bat in the 1st inning, and in the 3rd inning had a single and was left on base. 2 on, 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th inning. And Hayden, we've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes now. I mean, it's been a pretty fast game. That one will be swung on and missed.
Those first 3 innings went by quick just because of the pitching so far.
And we've had a couple more longer ABs as we've gotten later into this game, with the pitchers, working a little bit faster right here now. That one will be, I guess he didn't pull the bat back in time, as that one will be in for strike 2. Pitching's been good. I mean, the Eagles are up 3-0, but both sides have done their fair share on the mound, as that one will be in there for strike 3. That'll be strikeout number 11 for Mays. That one just got the outside corner. That's going to bring up Blaze Franks. Franks over 2, struck out swinging in his first AB and got caught looking his second time up. 2 outs now with runners on first and second for the Eagles, as that one will just miss. And they're going to try to pick back at second, but they're just going to keep the runner Pettis at bay. Quick little move right there from Mays.
Mays just making sure Pettis doesn't get happy. He's going to take off for third.
And, the ball.
Oh.
Yeah, Story was trying to throw down the third. But they're going to call
him out.
Yeah, batter's interference right there. So that's going to end the inning, as Franks is not happy about that. But so Summertown will strand a pair here at the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching Babe Ruth Baseball here on the Exports Network.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Hit a home run with the team at United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
On the web, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell's 931-629-3033.
You're safe with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
And welcome back to Denver Trapp Field. We're here for the top of the 6th inning, as the Eagles still lead this one 3-0. This is going to be Caleb Kelly at the plate for the Red Sox. It's going to be Hudson Willis on deck. Skelton at the first pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. Skelton last inning was his first inning at the mound and finished it off with 3 strikeouts. So far the Eagles pitching staff's been doing a pretty good job today so far.
Yeah, and Hayden, I mean, we've seen 5 full innings now, 24 combined strikeouts, 13 for the Eagles, 11 for the Red Sox. I mean, just pure dominance on the mound. I mean, we had the one big inning the Eagles really kind of opened this one up, but they got a 2-0 lead, but since then it has been locked down from both pitching staffs.
So count's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 3.
That's going to be strikeout number 4.
Strikeout number 4 for Skelton. So that's going to be Hudson Willis at the plate. And
0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk was left on base.
Here's the first pitch, and that's going to be way outside. It's going to get away for ball 1. That's going to be Hal behind the plate for the Summertown Eagles.
And Hayden, I just got reading this stat here on Twitter. This season in Division I baseball, there were 19,064 home runs hit, the most in history.
Wow, that's
Now there are 299 Division I baseball teams, but that's still an average of 60 per team.
That's what I mean.
And I mean, there's some teams like, Tennessee's edging up on how many home runs they had last year with that roster, and they're like 7th in the country with like 120 something.
Yeah, it just shows you how much talent each team has, not only in like certain big time conferences like the SEC and Big Ten and all that.
Well, and you see how much the long ball has affected just teams in college baseball. Wake Forest top in the country in home runs. They're in Omaha. LSU, Florida, and Tennessee all in the top 10. I believe they're all in the top 8. Those teams are in Omaha. I mean, and we're going to see how that plays in Omaha. It's such a big field there. I mean, if you hit one out, you earned every bit of it.
So here's the full count pitch. That's going to be swing and miss for strike 3, and that's going to be number 5 for Skelton.
And I'm a Tennessee fan, but the team I'm going to be watching in Omaha is Oral Roberts. I believe they're the Golden Eagles, and they got a kid. I think his name's like Jack Fox or something like that. 48-game hit streak. I mean,
wow.
And it's just crazy.
Especially for somebody at a school like that, Oral Roberts. You don't see that at a school, small Division I school like that. Got Dakota Price at the plate here for the Red Sox. That one's going to be swung on for strike 1. As quickly as Skelton has 2 strikeouts this inning. So
yeah, he's been going to work.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be in there for strike 2.
And this is the 3rd time through the order for the batters for the Red Sox, and they've seen pretty much a different pitcher each time, and every pitcher's giving them something different, but Skelton is just really attacking the strike zone.
That pitch is going to be a ball, so we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I'd say Summertown only lets their pitchers go 2 innings, so it looks like we're about to have the second Summertown pitcher with 6 strikeouts as we get it right there as he goes down swinging.
So 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. We'll be back right after this break.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
This is the good life.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances, Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
And welcome back out here, Denver Trapp Field, bottom of the 6th inning. The Eagles' offense has been slowed down, but the Red Sox really haven't got anything going as we got a new arm on the mound. That'll be the center fielder Caleb Kelly. 2-3-4 here for the Eagles, as it's going to be Franks, Luffman, and Howell. As that one will be in there for strike 2. Or strike 1, pardon.
Yeah, just a little adjustment by the Red Sox. They put Kelly on the mound. They moved Jack Story out to center field, and then Logan Mays on as the catcher. So
as that one will skip away for ball 2. Yeah, a little bit of a adjustment. They let Story go out there and throw a few warm-up pitches, and I guess they didn't like what they see, so they moved him to center field and let Kelly get warmed up. So that was a longer break than usual.
Yeah,
as the 2-1 will be high for ball 3.
Mays through 6 innings. He had 11 strikeouts, so not a bad day. You just couldn't really get anything going for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean, close to 95 pitches. Did his job. Got 11 strikeouts. Just let up a trio of runs that the Red Sox offense couldn't get back. As that'll be upstairs for ball 4, and Blaze Franks will trot down to first. His first time getting on base as he had struck out his first 2 at bats. So that's going to bring up Matthew Luffman. Last time up, hardly got to say his name as he hit inside the park or laced one to right center field. And you can see the huge gap right there between the right fielder and center fielder. And he started running and never stopped. So 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a home run. As that one will be in there for strike 1. And the Red Sox pitching, they've been pitching a lot away, and that's allowed these Eagles batters to stay back and send a bunch of stuff to the opposite field. The 0-1. That'll be spiked. But a good block there from Mays behind the dish, as that'll keep Franks at first. And we've seen a lot of stolen bases from the Eagles. Not sure if we'll see Franks take off here. He's got a good lead, though. And that one will be high for ball 2. And Hayden, you know, this is, I believe, the 6th game I've done. This is the furthest I've made it into a game so far, 6 innings. Usually, I mean, I believe the 2 5-inning games last night were some of the longer games I've done. So, getting a little bit of a longer game as that one is fouled off.
Yeah, both the games yesterday were long games. The first game, it was the Phillies taking that one 14-4, and then the second game, the Braves were able to bounce back and win that one 8-7.
Yeah, and the big thing that had been I guess you could say the kryptonite for the Braves was really, you know, they'd stay in it early, and there was that one inning where the Phillies would put a couple runs on and the Braves couldn't battle back, as that's going to be strike 3. Got them looking as Luffman will go down looking again. standing strikeout. So that's going to bring up Graham Howell's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. But, yeah, we'd seen the Braves, what would happen is they give up a couple runs in the top half an inning and not really be able to come back in the bottom half. Every time the Phillies, put a couple runs, the Braves would fight right back. And one inning they got that 4 runs, and then, they never really gave up after that. It's a good framing attempt right there by Mays behind the plate, but that one will stay just outside for ball 1. So Frank's on first. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th inning. There's a good pitch right there from Kelly. He's going to go just over the plate in there for strike 1.
Yeah, Kelly's still trying to find his groove. He didn't start out well with throwing quite a few balls, but now he's starting to get a feel for the strike zone.
Yeah, that was his 12th pitch, 5 strikes, 7 balls. So not the best ratios. That one will be outside again for ball 2. But I mean, he's gotten some outs. He got a strikeout his last AB. And Matthew Luffman nonetheless, a pretty good hitter for this Eagles team. As that one will be outside for ball 3, 3-1 count.
Franks has had a big lead off so far this at bat. I wonder if he might take off for second here.
Yeah, he's gotten a bigger lead almost every time. As that one will be driven to deep left field. The left fielder, it's over his head. That's going to get down. As he's still going back, he'll track that one about 5 feet short of the wall, and they're going to send the runner home. Here comes Franks. He will get in safely as we have an RBI double from Graham Howell, and he ripped that one, Hayden.
I say it looked like the hit that Perez had earlier in the game. It's just that was a little bit more inside, and it kind of got over Noah West's head.
Yeah, I mean,
there in left field.
You could see it off the bat. It looked like it was going to carry pretty well, and West didn't locate it until it was pretty much over his head at that point, and just had to turn around and start running for it, and it stopped about 5 feet shy of the wall, and the Eagles tack on their 4th run of the game as they lead this one 4-0. So that's going to bring up Max Dillard. Walked in both of his ABs. Was tagged out on a fielder's choice his first time and left on base his second time. Is that first pitch in there for strike 1?
Yeah, and also another thing, even though they got over Noah's head, it was hard to locate, but just because of the sun. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside today.
Yeah, we're talking about the sun affecting the right fielders on Tom Cruise Field. Here on the Denver Trapp Field, it's right in the left fielder's face. There's any shadows are not, are out of the field of play. So really the shortstop, center fielder, third baseman, and left fielder are kind of all being blinded by the sun, looking straight up into it.
And, of course, our game yesterday at Tom Cruise Field, there was multiple clouds out, and then kind of later in the evening, the sun started to come out. But this afternoon, it's just been no clouds and all sun.
Yep, as Kelly will get the runner Howell to retreat back to second. Yeah, last night, you had that cloud cover, and there were a couple of pop flies that were, were hard to locate, and once you get to that dusk time and it's cloudy, it's hard to locate some of those pitches. That one will be upstairs for ball 2. And, most things like pop flies look like routine plays, but when the sun's out like it is today, I mean, there's nothing easy about that. And that pitch will be outside ball 3. And Dillard here looking to draw his 3rd walk of the game. Go for the hat trick. That pitch will be upstairs ball 4, and Dillard has drawn his 3rd walk of the game. There's only been 10 walks between both pitching staffs this entire game, Hayden, and he's responsible for 3 of them. So that's going to bring up Brady Holden. Holden 0 for 1, had a sacrificed bunt. I believe that's going to be the game. Yeah, we hit looks like we had just hit that hour 45 time limit, and that's going to be the game. No. Oh, I would say we're just about shy of that hour 45, but they're going to call the game right there. So we're going to call this one final here 4-0. Hayden, any last thoughts on this game?
Well, the Eagles, they did a great job with the bats today. Just like we said earlier, just a great pitching battle today between the Summertown and the Red Sox. Mays had 11 strikeouts, and Perez had 6, Howell had 4, and Skelton had 6, and Kelly had 1 for the day. So,
ton of strikeouts.
Yeah, ton of strikeouts. So, other than that, I mean, it was a great game, beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, I mean, the bats never really heated up, and both pitching staffs were just on top of everything. So, from Michael Marks, Hayden Burks, and my producer, AJ Good, this has been Babe Ruth Baseball here on the